Hey everybody, how you guys doing? It's this Tony from Funnel Freedom Fighters. Can I get a hiya? Today I'd like to show you guys how to set up a new domain with ClickFunnels using GoDaddy as your domain registrar. So we're going to walk you through how to set up your domain within the GoDaddy admin panel, and then how to head over to ClickFunnels and set it up that way. I'm also going to talk to you guys about a few things you have to be careful about, how to set up the SSL certificate and what it is. I'm going to talk to you guys about what to do if you're already using your domain on another website and you want to also use it with your ClickFunnels account so that you don't break your existing website. And by the time we're done with this video, you will be able to have a fully working domain that you can connect to your funnels and use them within ClickFunnels. So let's get started. I am inside of my GoDaddy admin panel, and this is listing all of my domains here. So I want to find the domain I want to work on, and it is called Funnels to Dollars. So let's go down to funnelstodollars.com, and we want to click on the DNS to adjust the settings. And there's a couple things in here. I'm already using this domain with the website that I am no longer going to be using it with. So I'm actually going to be changing this to work exclusively with ClickFunnels. If you do have it set up with the website already and you want to keep that website and add the domain to also work with ClickFunnels, your option is to use what's called a subdomain. So it would be a value.funnelstodollars.com or go.funnelstodollars.com, which is what I'm doing currently, but I'm also going to switch it now so that I can use www.funnelstodollars.com as my main ClickFunnels domain. And I'm just going to head over to the ClickFunnels panel for a second to show you what those look like. So here I have these set up already. Here's the value.funnelstodollars.com and the go.funnelstodollars.com. So the go and the value are subdomains. They allow you to use an additional value in front of the root domain, funnelstodollars.com, and you can have that go to a completely different website, and you can have as many of those as you want based on the limitations set by your domain registrar, and I believe it's in the thousands, so there should be no limit for you. In our case, I want to also have www.funnelstodollars.com. So if you're using this without another website, we're going to show you how to set it up here. So basically what we have here is I have the CNAME www with the @ That's telling me that it's going to go to my A record here, which is pointing to an IP address. And an IP address is just a numerical value that's assigned to your domain name. Think of it this way: if you have your cell phone and you look it up and you go through and you see mom on there and you click call mom, it's not going to call MOM, it's going to call your mom's phone number. So that's like the IP address. That's a numerical value. The mom is just the easier way to remember it. It would be impossible for me to tell you, hey, look up my website at 184.18 or 168.131. You never remember that. So having funnelstodollars.com is much easier to remember, but ultimately it goes to an IP address, which is just a unique numerical value. So what we want to do is we want to change the www to point, instead of pointing to our current IP address, we want it to point to ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels uses their own CNAME, which we need to add in here. So we're going to click on the pencil icon to edit that. We're going to leave the www, but we want to change this to target.clickfunnels. You see I have it there already. Target.clickfunnels.com. And I'm just going to leave it at an hour TTL. GoDaddy is one of the biggest domain registrars in the world, and their changes usually go through very quickly. It can take up to 48 hours, depending on who you're using and other factors, but typically they go through very quickly. So all we want to do is we want www to point to target.clickfunnels.com, and we save that. And you also want to make sure you don't have any other wwws that are going somewhere else. That's going to cause some other issues for you if you do. So you want to make sure that you only have one value for www going to target.clickfunnels.com Okay, now that we've set up the www, we have one more thing we want to do. We want to go down to the bottom here, and in forwarding, we want to add a domain forwarding. And we want to use there's two options here, HTTPS or HTTP. We want to make sure we're using HTTPS. And what that is that's the secured version of HTTP. If you notice up in the browser bar, you'll see the little lock here next to the name. That lock tells you that this website is secured. That means that any information that it's taking, credit cards, phone number, email addresses, that's all being sent over encrypted, and it's much more difficult for someone to access that information. So if you're taking any kind of payments, email address, things like that, you want to use SSL. And with ClickFunnels, they have an option for free SSL, and we're going to set that up. So what we want to do is we want to forward www.funnels2dollars.com. We want to make sure it's with the HTTPS, because through ClickFunnels we're going to set it up to HTTPS. We want to forward that, and it as a permanent 301 redirect. That's telling the search engines that this is a permanent change. It's good for SEO, so that there's the search engines are not confused that you have two different versions of your website. It's a duplicate content and that type of thing. So basically, if someone types in funnels2dollars.com, it's going to take them to www.funnels2dollars.com. And the www, by the way, is also a subdomain, so that's important to know as well. And we want to save that. And this is it for the GoDaddy setup. And just to go over it one more time, you want your CNAME, www2point2target.clickfunnels.com. And we want to have a domain forwarding to send the root domain funnels2dollars.com to HTTPS www.funnels2dollars.com. Next, we're going to head over to ClickFunnels. And in the admin panel, we want to go hover over your icon, and you want to go to domains. And we want to add a new domain. You'll have two options here. One is register a new domain, and ClickFunnels actually gives you a free domain for 1 year. After the year, you have to pay. I don't remember what the renewal rates are, but it's free for the first year. I've never used that. I prefer to have a little more control over my domains, both in terms of the DNS and if I decided to stop using ClickFunnels. So I do use them through GoDaddy, and I'm not a big fan of GoDaddy for hosting or anything else, but I do use them for registering domains. I'm actually going to try namecheap.com for my next domain registration, and the reason for that is they offer free privacy, whereas GoDaddy charges, I believe it's $15 a year for privacy. And the reason you want privacy is if you register a new domain without privacy, that's public information. There's companies that will download that information daily, and you will start receiving a ton of annoying phone calls and emails for probably 2 to 3 weeks about people trying to sell you their services, to build a website for you, SEO, this and that. So if you have privacy, then they do not see your personal information. They cannot contact you about your domain, and it just gives you a little bit more peace. You don't have to deal with that. So that's why I'd like to try Namecheap. I can get the free privacy last time I checked, and I don't have to worry about people contacting me to sell me things 24 hours a day, and it's free, so I can save money there as well. Okay, so let's click it up. We're going to use existing domain. I'm going to add the domain, which is www.funnels2dollars.com. And it tells you how to click to ClickFunnels, where you add a CNAME that points to target.clickfunnels.com. We've already done that, so we don't have to worry about it. And actually, before I go further, I want to show you one more thing. There's a website called whatsmydns.com. If you are having issues or the changes aren't showing up, you can come here and you can check different kinds of DNS records. We're working with CNAME, so we're going to check that. And we're doing funnels to dollars, and then we're going to do a search. And this shows you target.clickfunnels.com. Check. So that means in most locations globally, the changes have already gone through. And for where we're dealing with here, it should be enough to continue. These ones will change. Sometimes, like I mentioned earlier, it takes up to 48 hours. These were almost instantaneously done, so you can see it's pretty quick. So we're good to go here, but if you have issues, just keep this website in mind and you can come and check and you can find out. Sometimes it'll tell you that it's going somewhere totally random, and you'll be able to go back and match that with your domain account in GoDaddy and try to do some troubleshooting. But we're good here, so let's go back to ClickFunnels and finish this up. It says, good job, you did it. www.funnelstodollars.com is connected and ready to use. You have two options here. You can associate it with the funnel, or you can just go to manage the domains and then you can associate it on a funnel level later. I know which domain I'm going to use now, so I'm going to associate it. If you have a lot of funnels in here, let me tell you, this list is long, so it's good to remember the name ahead of time. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to find it. I'm using it for a new viral funnel called My Secret Affiliate Machine, SAM funnel, which is a viral funnel for helping people get set up with ClickFunnels. And we'll talk about that in another video as well. So I've got that set up. I'm going to associate the funnel. And you can see we have success here. www.funnelstodollars.com. You see the lock with the open symbol next to it. That means the SSL is not set up yet. And I've already verified it. So unfortunately, I can't show you how to do that here. What you want to do is go into the edit, and there will be a verify button up here, and you'll have to click that. So I apologize. This was my second take of this video, so I had to delete it and re-add it. So I apologize, I'm not able to show you how to do that. But you want to make sure it's verified. That's very important. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to set up the SSL. So we're going to expand that, and we're going to click Add SSL. And we have success here. It could take up to 15 minutes or so before it's fully gone through. And we'll see here a couple other options I wanted to show you. You can check here anytime, check now, to see the SSL. And it's now ready, so we are good. So if you expand it again, it's already enabled. So that was very quick. Two more things I wanted to show you. One is a default page. That's if someone types in www.funnelstodollars.com. You can set where that goes, because most of the funnels will have an additional path after that. So if you want to control where funnelstodollars.com goes, you can expand this and you can select your different funnel steps here. In my case, I want it to go to this SAM opt-in page, which is the home page for this funnel. So I want to save that. And the other thing is the 404 error page. That's if somebody types in an URL that's not valid. You can set where that's going to go. I want it to go to the same page. So if somebody has a mistake with this domain, I want it to go to the home page or my opt-in page. So I'm going to save that. I'll shoot another video in the future which will show you some creative uses of 404 pages. You can create new pages and you can direct people to different kind of things. Some people use humor and things like that. But that's not really relevant here, but I just wanted to touch on these so you guys know how that works. And you can visit the domain and see where it takes you. And there you go. It takes you here. You can see I have a path here. I'm just setting this funnel up now, so I will change this to a more user-friendly name later. But this is the first step of this funnel, which is where I want the domain to go. So if somebody types in funnel www.funnelstodollars.com, how you set up your domain, it's going to take me to this page, and that's exactly where I want it. Again, the important things to remember: make sure you set up your SSL certificate. If you are using that domain with an existing website, make sure you set it up as a subdomain, which will add a value before the domain name, as I talked about in the video, and make sure you verify it as well. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Please like the video, subscribe to the page, and we'll be happy to be bringing you more content soon. Thank you guys. Have a great day.